going to generate $10 million in your business in upcoming 3 years. If they are not that much busy, they don't have enough time for you. You must feel like you are the authority and you must lead the conversation. This is the second part of the video, how you are going to grab your first 100 dream clients in your business and how you are going to generate $10 million in your business in upcoming 3 years using those dream clients. In the earlier video, I helped you out how you are going to identify your first 100 dream clients. Second, what are the gifts you need to send them, and the third point is what are the cover letters you are going to present to your 100 dream clients so they can crave for your product or services. But in the current video, we will be sharing like how you are going to pursue that journey and how you are going to make them work with your business for upcoming 30 or 50 years. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Pranshul Goel, elite sales expert and social media marketing agency owner. So coming to the fourth point of this video, which is how to set up your 100 dream clients calendar. First, you need to understand what are the things you are going to market your first 100 dream clients. What are the things, what are the ways you are going to target them and how often you are going to target them. Okay, let me give you some example. We already understand 8 deadliest marketing weapon, which are internet, advertisement, PR, advertisement, literatures, a lot of things. So what you can do, you just need to mix up all those things with your cover letters and your gifts to send them, and it will help you to bring business. Like you can use newspaper, cards, letters, magazines and every other stuff in which you can promote yourself and make them visible. In this journey, you need to understand, you need to share the gifts every 2 weeks, and you must share the gifts at that frequency they are going to remember your name. If they going to remember your name, it will be too easy to convert them as your client, which is your ultimate target, right? So you need to make them remember the name about your company. You make them feel that your company is working too much to make those people successful and a lot of stuff. So when you do these things in a right manner, they are going to understand. And I have a quick exercise for you. Okay, you need to just bring out the calendar and you need to plan your upcoming 3 to 6 months. What are the gifts you are going to share every 2 weeks? What are the bold headlines you are going to attach to those letters, to those gifts every 2 weeks? What are the marketing weapons you are going to use to target your 100 dream prospects? And the last part is, what are the letters, magazines, newspapers you are going to utilize in your journey so you can properly make them visible about your company. You make them understand what type of transformation your company is bringing in their competitors' life. Now here comes fifth point, in which you need to understand how you are going to follow up with your dream client. This will be a too tough scenario for your salespeople too, because it's easy to advertise using paid advertisement to reach out the people, but the hard part is how you are going to do follow up. I have quick question for you. When you are targeting your premium clients, what are the marketing strategies you are going to use to follow up them? Either you will go for organic marketing or inorganic marketing. What are the follow-up procedures you are going to implement, follow-up systems you are going to implement to the people who are not picking up your calls, who are not responding to your mails? Okay, I will be sharing some techniques, but you need to write down these things in the paper and attach this thing in the comment section so I understand how much knowledge you have and how you are targeting your prospects, so I can help you to target them betterly. First, you need to understand, when it comes to business, you are going to target them with your gifts, but it will not be an easy thing. You remember I shared one point, you need to add proper CTAs, like people must know what they need to do after opening up your gift and the cover letters, right? So in this scenario, you need to do the same. You must need to write the call to action in such a manner they are going to respond yes to the things you mentioned in the letter, or they are going to revert back over the mail, or they are going to give you a missed call or a proper call so they can understand about your product or services in depth. Right? When you get these things, you must align your salespeople in such a manner they are going to revert them back and make your salespeople understand they are going to fix a physical appointment with the CEOs. It's not easy to have a physical appointment with the CEO because they are too busy. If they are not that much busy, they don't have enough time for you because you are not on that such huge level, right? People like to do conversation which are on same level or higher level than them. So your salespeople must fix the physical appointment to those people, and they must mention, like, in the physical meeting, we are going to help you out how you are going to sustain your business for a much longer time, plus eradicate the 5 deadliest mistakes you are going to do in your business and you are doing. Okay, and our speaker will reach out to your point. It will be a lunch and dinner session in which you can eat while our speaker will be presenting everything to you and you cross questions with that person. And one more important point is, our speaker already presented to 20% of your competition. and they are mostly likely to convert and purchase our product or services to boost up their sales and profits. So what it will do, it will gonna intrigue some emotion that my competition is getting ahead from me, so I need to do the same things. So that person will surely book up the appointment with you and they will listen up to your product or services. But you need to make the things customer centric, not about yourself. Whenever you are presenting anything, I already shared everything about how to become a presenter, better presenter, and what things you need to include in the presentation. Still, I am saying when your speaker goes in that physical meeting, everything must be clear, concise, and customer centric. It's about you, not me. When you do this thing, your customer will feel delighted and they are going to get more and more open about your product or services. The most difficult task you and your salespeople is going to face is they are not able to set up the appointment with the CEO of the company. As I stated earlier, CEO are the most busy people because they are looking after their company, what are the business areas they need to grow, and they are doing every stuff. So they are gatekeepers. I generally say gatekeepers to the assistants of the CEO because they usually block the way to the CEO, and that's why most people, I don't say most people, but 87% of the business loses because they are not able to set appointment. Let's suppose I have a fantastic product which can literally bring the transformation and help you to achieve 15% more profit in upcoming 6 months, which is a huge promise I'm making. And I'm presenting this thing to your company. There was a sales manager of your company. He gets delighted and he's sharing everything with the CEO, but CEO don't have that much time. So what you presented 1 hour, that sales manager is going to present that thing in 5 minutes to the CEO. So will the CEO will agree to your product or services to purchase them? Definitely not. So in this scenario, what you need to do, you just need to set an appointment with the CEO of the company and you are going to present them. So for this, you need to understand how to keep the gatekeeper aside and straight away walk to the CEO and present them the opportunity. So in this scenario, first you need to understand, when you are doing communication, you must have the authority. If I am calling to the CEO, to the most important person of the business, so I must have the authority to communicate with them. I just don't be a person, hello sir, do you have time to communicate, this type of stuff? Definitely not, no. So I must have the authority. Just try to imagine the things. If you have the power, if you are able to communicate the biggest CEO of the world, how you are going to boost up your business? Maybe you are going to explode your business with 1000x profits. Absolutely. But in this scenario, you must have the authority. I was sharing some things with my previous client, which is Jason, and he directly called to the CEO of Warner Bros, which is Alan Horn, and he said, is Alan on the call? I'm Chet Holmes speaking. So the assistant took the call and she said, Alex is not present. Let me take your message to them. So that Jason responded, just to tell him my name and he will call me back. So gatekeeper told his name to the Alex on, but Alex on doesn't know about that person. So the CEO said, I don't know about that person, ask for further details. So the assistant keep running to me and asking, give me some reference, what you want to talk about. So my CEO will, so that Alex can remember you. So I said, just tell him that I sent few letters, which is my 100 dream cover letters, to that CEO, and he already responded back. He already opened up those gifts. Just make him remind that thing and he will remember who is Jason. So again, the assistant running to the CEO, tell him that you receive some gifts, you just need to open that up and you will remember that company. So that CEO start watching those cover letters and the gifts, and he suddenly strikes something in his mind that, yeah, I remember this company, I remember that name, let me talk to him. So I was leading premium client, which was Jason. He has the authority in the conversation, plus he was leading the conversation. He doesn't let the gatekeeper, which is assistant, doesn't lead the conversation. He's leading the conversation. That's why he set up the appointment in the ending of the call. But if that assistant was leading to that person, definitely that person is not going to make the appointment with that Alex on, which is the CEO of Warner Bros. Warner Bros is earning in crores of dollars, right? So whenever you are doing conversation, you must have the authority, you must lead the conversation and try to give minimum information in the conversation. So every time when the assistant, when that gatekeeper is keep running to the CEO, the CEO responded, you are running too much, you are asking too much, let me directly contact that person, let me directly do a conversation with that person. In the second scenario also, you also win, right? Because that person directly started speaking to you because he got too fed up between you and the assistant communication. So he or she directly contacted you. So in both scenarios you win, but I am saying this thing, you must feel like you are the authority and you must lead the conversation. And the important point most people miss, I'm mentioning this thing again, they uses false promises, they uses false information. You don't have to do this thing, otherwise you are going to lose the sale, you are going to lose that personal contact, man, the contact of that CEO. If you say truth about your company, if you speak truth about their competition and everything, they are going to contact back their competition. If their competition, if the competitor companies said, I don't know about that company, I didn't have any conversation, and you promised that you had conversation with those companies and they are ready to purchase your product or services, this will create a huge negative impact in their eyes, and maybe you are going to lose a sale. In 90% chance, you will lose a sale. So don't repeat this mistake. Don't do false promises, don't pass on false information. Now here comes the step 6. I'm too happy that you understand how you are going to target your dream prospects, how you are going to convert them, but this point is too crucial, so let me share this thing in detail. There are 5 simple step formula. First, while using your executive to brief about the things, you need to use education based marketing. Second point, you must set the buying criteria in your favor so that prospect don't get confused what package he or needs to buy for their businesses. Third point is, you need to find a smoking gun and apply to that conversation so they will see you as an expert in that industry. Fourth point is, identify their pain points, magnify it, and make them visualize how much money they are losing on the table. And the last point is, you need to develop and share that core story which you developed in earlier videos from my, so they will listen to up, they will understand how you are going to help them to overcome their challenges and the transformation they are truly seeking. And 3 crucial points your sales people as well as the speaker must understand while doing that conversation. Don't over deliver the things, plus don't promise the early education. When you are promising that we are helping you out to overcome those challenges by providing those free education, you need to deliver it before delivering your product or services. So you need to have more conversation, you need to give a lot of things at free of cost. Why you are doing this thing? Don't over promise, don't over deliver that you are going to give free education. Just make them realize the problem, magnify it, and pitch your product or services as a solution. Second thing, you need to understand your speaker must elaborate the things, but your salespeople must set the appointments. Things must come in the hierarchical way. Your salespeople are going to interact with the CEO, make them understand what you are going to offer to them, and they must set the appointments. Now here comes the role of the speaker, who is going to brief about all the things, make that person understand what are the problems they are going through, picture, visualize the things. Everything is going to do by the speaker, but in the end of the meeting, the speaker is going to add a call to action, so the salesperson will handle the objections down and close that deal. And the last point is, I usually see this thing when we have a speaker and the salespeople in the conversation. Salespeople already listen to that meeting 50 times, 60 times, 70 times. Now he or she is getting bored, so they are just yearning. They are not listening to that thing properly. And just imagine to yourself that you are listening about your product or services, and the same company executive is yearning over that presentation. You are going to purchase your product or services, you will say that just make that person understand what you are presenting. So in that scenario, you are also going to lose the sale. How you are going to eliminate this problem? You just need to say to that sales executive, write down the important points I'm sharing and what are the problems they are facing, so you can help them out in the end of this meeting. So it will make that sales executive more active in the conversation, and it will also level up the respect of both speaker and sales executive in that 100 dream prospectize. So I feel too glad that we understand how to create products and everything, plus how to reach out to your 100 dream clients and convert them. Congratulations for your first $10 billion business in upcoming 3 years. You just need to be persistent. But before that, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and comment down which is the best part of this video in both first and second part, which you like the most. And especially, you need to be persistent in that journey. But we understand how to set up calendar, make the executive brief about the things. We understand how to handle those objections and follow up with the people, but we don't know how to search your 100 dream prospects, how to choose the gifts, and how to prepare the calendar. So for this, watch this video now.